Now on Nightside, breaking news. Moscow police just released an update on the November 13th homicides that occurred in a home near the U of I campus. The latest information coming up.
Slick roads across the inland northwest tonight, but the real travel challenges will be in the passes on Sunday. A weather alert day in the first alert forecast.
Thanksgiving is behind us. The holidays are ahead, where you can catch the most festive light shows in the inland northwest. You're watching 4 News Now, Nightside. We begin with that breaking news out of Moscow tonight. Moscow police say media outlets and members of the public have repeatedly asked if the murders of the 4 college students could be connected to other similar cases, specifically a 1999 double stabbing in Pullman and a 2021 stabbing that was a double stabbing as well in Salem, Oregon. Thanks for joining us for Nightside. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. In the update released today, Moscow police say, quote, while these cases share similarities with the King Street homicides, there does not appear to be any evidence to support the cases are related, end quote. The update also released today showed that Moscow police revealed community members have uploaded over 260 digital media submissions to the FBI link on their website. That includes 113 pieces of physical evidence that have been collected and sent to the Idaho State Police Crime Lab. And Idaho Governor Brad Little has directed up to $1 million in state emergency funds to this ongoing investigation. Now, detectives are asking you to take a look at this map and hopefully help them in solving this crime. They need the public's help to catch the killer. They're seeking any outside surveillance video, even if it doesn't seem to contain any motion, that was taken from 3 a.m. until 6 a.m. on Sunday, November 13th, in this area that you're looking at on your screen. So this is from Taylor Avenue to West Palouse River Drive, and then Highway 95 to the Arboretum and Botanical Garden. They're also asking for any tips or video about unusual behavior that you might have seen on the night of November 12th into the early morning hours of the 13th, while Kaylee and Madison were in downtown Moscow, and Ethan and Xana were at the Sigma Chi house. Any and all tips can be sent to that email address on your screen right there, tipline@ci.moscow.id.us. And any video or other digital media can be sent to the FBI at fbi.gov/Moscow, Idaho. The University of Idaho is also hosting a candlelight vigil next Wednesday, that's November 30th, to honor the memories of these 4 students and to allow friends and peers to mourn there. You can find more information on that vigil on our website, kxly.com. 2 local gun stores in Spokane were broken into after a stolen car was used to drive into them. Spokane police are investigating both of these incidents. Suspects broke into Precision Combat Arms on East Trent early on Thanksgiving using a car. Then this morning, the store was broken into again in a similar way. Minutes later, someone broke into the gun shop Protection First on Green Street using a car. And now some local gun shop owners are worried they could be next.
Concern is obviously from a business standpoint of protecting us as an organization, and hopefully that we're not targeted for something like this.
Spokane police are not releasing any more information about this, but they do urge anyone with information to give them a call. We have that information on our website. Some chilling new details tonight about the mass shooting at a Virginia Walmart. Authorities say the gunman legally purchased the weapon used just hours before the attack. Jen Sullivan has the full report.
Chilling new details emerging about the man who opened fire inside of a Walmart in Chesapeake, Virginia Tuesday night. Authorities say Andre Bing wrote a, quote, death note before killing 6 of his Walmart coworkers. The note found on his phone talked about God and how he felt about the people he worked with, stating, the associates gave me evil, twisted grins, mocked me, and celebrated my downfall the last day. That's why they suffer the same fate as me. Bing died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. He was an overnight supervisor, and some employees that worked with him describe him as difficult.
They warned me that he was just the manager to look out for pretty much. You know, he would write you up just because he could, or just if you did something that he wasn't a very, big fan of.
Officials say Bing did not have a criminal history, adding that he bought the gun used in the attack legally and just hours before the massacre. Some lawmakers calling for stricter gun laws.
We need to do a better job of vetting people when they apply for these handguns, and that's the reason why I think that having to beef up our universal background checks.
In total, the gunman shot and killed 6 people. Authorities identifying the youngest victim Friday, 16-year-old Fernando Chavez Barron. Friends and family gathering Thursday to honor him.
I was hoping everything was a dream until the day I wish he was here standing with me.
The city of Chesapeake planning a memorial for all of the victims Monday night. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
A man is in the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries after a car crash that happened this morning. Spokane police say the driver was on 29th, driving fast, and then lost control and hit a sign in the Rosars parking lot. Police found the man outside of his car. He was taken to the hospital. Police say they don't know the extent of his injuries.
We know that the car that's cut in half behind me was on 29th, going at a very high rate of speed past a police officer, then came through the intersection here, lost control, and hit the sign there.
Police say the man that they found near the crash is the only person they believe was hurt during this incident. The car was damaged. More than 1 billion young people around the world are at a risk of hearing loss. That's according to research published this week in BMJ Global Health. But young people ages 12 to 34 are at risk of hearing loss worldwide. They say it's because they're listening to music and movies too loudly.
We have one set of ears for a lifetime. Those delicate sensory cells currently can't be regrown, they can't be repaired. And so really the only way that we can prevent hearing loss 100% of the time is to protect ourselves from loud, damaging sound.
There are some changes you can make now to preserve your hearing for the future. The CDC says safe noise levels are at around 85 decibels over 40 hours a week. There are sound level meter apps available for you to download on your smartphone that can help you stay at 85 decibels. The study says those listening to something on a smartphone often choose volumes as high as 105 decibels. According to the Cleveland Clinic, if somebody standing next to you can hear what you're listening to, it's too loud. And if you're around sounds and can't control the volume, like at a work or a concert, using well-fitted or custom-made earplugs can help. Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker here with a weather alert for this weekend. Chris?
Yes, for traveling over the passes on Sunday. We've got some heavy snow and gusty winds on the way for all area mountain passes going east and west Saturday night and into Sunday. It looks like Stevens and Snoqualmie Pass will be affected especially, although the latest computer model takes the snowfall total for Snoqualmie through Sunday night down a little bit, 7 inches, 14 in Stevens, but up to 15 inches of snow possible. And with gusty winds, it is going to be very difficult travel on Sunday. And a similar scenario, not quite as much snow over the Lookout and 4th of July Pass. Right now, we are drying out across the region, still seeing some snow falling across the Palouse and into the central panhandle. Could see an additional inch of snow in some of the higher benches. However, most locations will have non-accumulating snow tonight and then a mostly dry day tomorrow. Temperatures right now are in the 30s in most locations. It is 28 in Colville, 18 in Winthrop, 30 degrees in Spokane. We are going to be dry, but a gray day tomorrow, a high of 34 degrees. A slight chance of some rain or snow in the evening, including potentially a sprinkle or two on the Apple Cup. Then we bring in the snow tomorrow night into Sunday. I'll let you know what to expect in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Chris. The world is watching Qatar right now as soccer teams battle for the World Cup. Qatar is the first Arab and Muslim majority country to host the World Cup. And soccer fever is sweeping through there. Qatar built 8 stadiums to host the World Cup. And there's another sport at the heart of the country that many people don't know, one that dates back hundreds of years and is now has a surprising connection to a ranch near Reardon, Washington. Danny and Georgine Ertsgaard have more than 150 birds at their ranch. They raise them from hatchling to hunter. The couple says one of their longtime clients happens to be the royal family of Qatar.
Really like the birds that he got from us, and he buys birds every year from us now.
Training the falcons is not easy. It takes time and dedication for many months. These falcons sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars each.
I've had this and I just think it would be nice to wear it again. And I like the color of it.
So sweet. From the Statue of Liberty to the English flag, fans of England and the United States donned colorful costumes at their team's World Cup match today. But FIFA made it clear that English fans will be barred from games if they wear popular Crusader replica costumes like chainmail armor, plastic helmets, or toy weapons. Crusader costumes are considered insensitive in a Muslim country where they can summon up a painful history of the violent religious wars that took place from the 11th to the 13th centuries. Issues around culture and rights have been a major focus during this year's World Cup. Same-sex relationships are illegal in Qatar, and some Wales fans were asked to take off hats with the rainbow colors of the LGBTQ community. FIFA also banned the captains of 7 European teams from wearing armbands in support of gay rights, prompting a silent protest from Team Germany. The strict rules from both FIFA and the local government have gotten mixed responses.
I think when you sign up to go to a FIFA tournament, you accept their rules when you enter the tournament, and that's just the way it is. We don't choose the rules. We're in their tournament. We have to do what they say.
The hotly anticipated match between USA and England has ended in stalemate, a scoreless draw. The match was a tight one, both teams struggling for clear-cut chances. The draw means England remains in the driver's seat in Group B, while Team USA faces a must-win match against Iran after that team defeated Wales earlier on Friday. For someone who knows a lot more about sports, let's head over to our sports director, Julian Minensone.
Thanks, Kirsten. Yeah, we'll be watching that U.S. match very closely. Now, over to the Zags. There aren't many college basketball players who are taller than Drew Timme. One of them plays for Purdue. That was Gonzaga's opponent tonight in the semifinal of the Phil Knight Legacy Tournament in Portland. Now, we heading over to the highlights here. 6'10" Timme and 7'4" Zach Edey. Now, look at that. The block by Timme right there as Edey thought he has a dunk, but one of Timmy's few times he has to actually jump high for a block, still in the first half. Timme isn't blocking this one right here. Bulldogs trailed by 5 at halftime. Gonzaga trying to get something now out of the break, and Timme with a beautiful touch pass to Malachi Smith, who knocks down the 3. But tonight belonged to Purdue. Edey was absolutely unstoppable. Check this out right here. He gets the bucket and the foul. Didn't go the Bulldogs' way as Gonzaga falls 84-66. The Zags now drop to 4-2 on the season. Bulldogs will play Xavier at 4:30 on Sunday in the third-place game of the Phil Knight Legacy Tournament. And Saturday's game between Gonzaga women's basketball and Eastern Washington has been postponed due to health and safety protocols. The game will be rescheduled. Tickets purchased for Saturday's game will be honored for the rescheduled date. That'll wrap us up for sports. Kirsten?
Thanks, Julian. 2 lifelong friends and teammates from Spokane are preparing to play in one of the biggest rivalry matches in the Inland Northwest. Hear why they say their relationship goes beyond football. And Thanksgiving is behind us. The holidays are ahead, where you can catch the most festive light shows. Coming up.
Track live radar on the 4 News Now weather app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Granite Concepts of Lewiston.
Now is the time to prepare for the unexpected winter ahead with a new KOZY heat fireplace from Falco's. KOZY heat fireplaces are safe, efficient, and reliable. Get $300 off KOZY heat installation now at Falco's, 9310 East Sprague.
It's Christmas in November this week at all Cal locations in Airway Heights, Coeur d'Alene, and our new location in Spokane, where we are lowering prices on all 4-wheel drives and lifted and loaded half-ton and 3/4-ton trucks, as well as delaying all payments until next year.
Plus, we're giving away a new set of WeatherTech formats with every purchase. So you can get a new reliable vehicle for winter at big savings and delayed payments and still have money left over for Christmas.
It's like the Avengers have arrived.
I'm here to have some fun.
The buzziest late show on Hollywood Boulevard. Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Is there anything he won't brag about?
Shop doorbuster specials all weekend long at More Furniture.
We have the massive savings you've been waiting for.
Shop special hours on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. for great savings and the best selection of our doorbuster deals and latest arrivals.
The furniture you want for the holidays is all on sale and ready for delivery.
But don't wait. Hurry in for special hours from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. this Saturday.
Preview all Black Friday doorbusters at morefurniture.com.
With winter fast approaching, Findlay Downtown Toyota has you covered with a great selection of pre-owned SUVs and trucks. And if your current vehicle needs a tune-up or tires, just make a phone call and we'll hook you up.
Findlay Toyota's downtown.
Now is the time to prepare for the unexpected winter ahead with a new KOZY heat fireplace from Falco's. KOZY heat fireplaces are safe, efficient, and reliable. Get $300 off KOZY heat installation now at Falco's, 9310 East Sprague.
4 News Now is brought to you by Shriners Children's Spokane, the most amazing care anywhere.
Thanks for staying up with Nightside. Christmas traditions are in full swing in the inland Northwest. Downtown Coeur d'Alene is now lit up with over 1 million lights for the holiday season. Our Esther Bauer was there tonight when they flipped the switch and shows us the kickoff to Christmas.
While the weather is a little bit wet here in downtown Coeur d'Alene, it didn't rain on the parade, with people still thrilled to kick off their Christmas tradition with each other.
It's a pretty spectacular show.
The beloved show went on, even if the weather wasn't what people were hoping for.
Wish it wasn't raining. It's a little cold, but, you know, it's fine.
This is not unusual, so it's actually quite warmer than it normally is, which is nice, but it's definitely raining, which is a bummer. But we're here.
Here in downtown Coeur d'Alene, where Christmas characters took over the street. And families made special memories.
I'm here with Stella, who's my 2.5-year-old daughter, who is eating rain at the moment, and then my son Connor, who's 18, is here with me as well.
Lacey Garcia brought Stella out for the first time to watch her face light up as fireworks fill the sky.
It holds the small town feel, and like she said, it brings people together, and you know, it's just good to come out and just you know, have something fun, and kicks off the season.
It's the start of a special season, with this 30-year tradition growing bigger and brighter every year. A celebration that brings the community together and spreads holiday cheer.
Merry Christmas.
Reporting in downtown Coeur d'Alene, Esther Bauer, 4 News Now.
If you want even more holiday fun, head down to Riverfront Park tomorrow for the Numerica tree lighting celebration. The party kicks off at 4 with food trucks, live entertainment, hot cocoa, and ice skating. You can even take a picture with Santa if you get there and stand in line. The tree lighting countdown begins at 6. And how about another option? A walk through a winter wonderland and enjoy the holiday lights this season. Riverfront Park on Howard Street in Spokane is hosting the Riverfront Trail of Lights. It will launch Saturday, November 26th and run through January 2nd. And it's free for everyone.
And it is beautiful in Riverfront Park at Christmas time. And a little bit of snow definitely adds to the festive atmosphere. We still have a slight chance of a flurry or two in Spokane. Most of the snow, however, has moved to the south and east of the Spokane area. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with a high of 34. Little bit breezy, wind gusts to 20 miles per hour. Here's our forecast radar, starting off at our current time with the snow continuing to sink off to the south and east. We'll be dry to start the day, socked in with the low clouds and fog in Spokane. We may see some clearing in the afternoon as our winds pick up, however. Here's Saturday at 7. Go down to Pullman and check out the Apple Cup. Should be dry, chilly, breezy. Temperatures will be right around freezing and should stay dry through the game. Now here's Sunday at 5 a.m. That's when we're bringing in a band of mixed precipitation through I-90. Then we'll be clearing out, and a hit and miss snow shower possible during the day on Sunday, but most of the snow will be in the mountains. We are going to see that heavy snow in the mountain passes going both east and west on Sunday, and with the winds involved as well, that is just not going to be good traveling at all if you can make other arrangements. If not, take that kit with you to be ready to sit on the pass potentially for hours with snacks, something to keep you warm, and all your emergency equipment. Saturday's highs will be in the 30s. We're still running below average, but the really cold weather is on the way for next week. We've got some single-digit overnight lows, highs in the teens this time next week. Down here in the valleys on our alert day on Sunday, again, not a lot of snow, little bit of wet weather. It is going to be a windy day with wind gusts up to 45 miles per hour. I'll be back with your ski report, Kirsten.
Thank you, Chris. Two women filed separate lawsuits against Chase and Deutsche Bank yesterday, claiming they enabled and benefited from the late Jeffrey Epstein's alleged sex trafficking operation. A new law in New York allows adult sexual abuse survivors to sue their alleged abusers, even if the statute of limitations has expired. And when Epstein died, he was awaiting trial on charges of operating a sex trafficking ring from 2002 to 2005 and allegedly paying girls as young as 14 for sex. Deutsche Bank denies claims of alleged involvement with Epstein. They will present their arguments in court. Russia added Facebook's parent company Meta to its list of extremist organizations. A Russian court ruled a few months ago that Meta had engaged in, quote, extremist activity. The decision included Facebook and Instagram. Russia's extremist list now includes more than 100 companies and organizations. This decision means millions in Russia no longer have access to several Western social media platforms. And thousands of Amazon warehouse workers are planning to walk out, and in roughly 40 countries, which includes strikes at 18 warehouses in Germany and France. Other countries with workers planning to take part include the U.S., India, Japan, Australia, and South Africa. Some protests will highlight Amazon's environmental and social footprint. Environmental and civil society groups are assisting an international coalition of trade unions who are coordinating the effort. Amazon workers going on a global strike. Democratic lawmakers and farm groups are scrambling to overhaul an immigrant labor deal before the end of this year. The bill could provide a path to U.S. citizenship for 1 million farm workers, as well as create a more reliable labor force to farmers. Immigrant advocacy groups generally support the measure, as do many farmers who say they struggle to find enough help to harvest their crops. The race to get it through Congress is on before Republicans take control of the House in January.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Determination makes dreams happen.
We make paths that weren't there before.
It doesn't matter how far we have to go.
Or the obstacles we have to overcome.
And even when it seems like we can't go on, you're it.
We learn and we come back stronger than before.
The all-new CR-V Hybrid and CR-V, part of the Honda line of rugged vehicles.
Black Friday mattress discounts are on now, today through this Monday at Walker's.
Save up to $800 on Serta iComfort and Beauty Rest Black mattress sets. And up to $300 on Purple mattresses. Or take advantage of no minimum purchase, no money down, and no interest for 5 years.
Plus, receive up to $300 of free furniture, making it the perfect time to improve your sleep for less. This Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday at Walker's.
It's time to race in for the Black Friday sales event at Crank up your tunes with a new head unit. Plus, get 50% off all subwoofers and bass packages starting at $299. Or take advantage of Black Friday markdowns on window tints and remote starts, including install, as well as truck lifts. 50% off. And when you buy 3 rugged new snow tires, get the 4th tire free during the Black Friday sale at Snow's.
With Old Man Winter waking up, it's the perfect time to treat yourself with the new all-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive Toyota. From Findlay, downtown Toyota. Hit the slopes in style in a new 4Runner. Or take that family getaway in your new Toyota Highlander. Plus, peace of mind comes standard, as every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. So if you need a safe, reliable winter ride, you can find it at Findlay.
Findlay Toyota's downtown.
4 News Now is brought to you by Car Wash Plaza.
Oh boy, it's time to do the ski report. The news is good. Man, here we are, Thanksgiving. Just about everybody is open. Lookout Pass, open through Monday. They are in great shape. Should be a great day tomorrow. Maybe getting above the fog a little bit is always a treat. 49 degrees north. Tomorrow is open actually through the weekend. They've had some great conditions there. Silver Mountain open today. They'll be open through the weekend. No new snow coming during the day, but it's on the way. We've got a big wallop coming to the mountains. Mount Spokane is set to open December 3rd. Should have no problem with that. I've seen some pictures from up there, and they've got some good coverage already. Schweitzer Mountain is now open 7 days a week. They're making snow. They're getting snow. And the pick of the night tonight is from Schweitzer. And I have to tell you, I saw this and felt so jealous. Sunrise at the ski resort. That is hard to beat. Jeff and Pam Crawford sent this gorgeous shot of the sunrise on Thanksgiving morning. You can see you don't have to go very far into the valley to see the low clouds and fog. There's high clouds too. It was not a bluebird day, but what a beautiful sunrise. And boy, Jeff and Pam, if you got a spare room, I am there, and I'm going to bring Kirsten because she is going to be a skiing fiend by the end of this winter. I am determined.
We hope so. I'm just going to tag along with Chris everywhere she goes.
You got it.
How fun. Beautiful photo. Thanks, Chris. Coming up in sports, the special bond between two Washington State players will help the Cougars in Saturday's Apple Cup rivalry game.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Coeur d'Alene Resort.
I would very much like to have a baby with Leah.
Get ready to make one.
We are going to make a baby.
Sextuplet births are incredibly rare. Each of your babies gets their own dedicated team of doctors.
They will all need a lot of care, attention, and time in our NICU.
She's more than likely too weak and too sick to survive.
We'll pray for a miracle.
Sending good vibes into the universe so good things come back.
The Good Doctor, new Monday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
A new Chevy is the smart way to hit the open road. The smart way to road trip and seek new adventures. Go a little farther in a new Chevy. Find new get up and go, find new roads. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.99% financing or $1,000 cash allowance on all 2022 Equinox models. Plus, unlock your code to claim an additional $500 Chevy Cybercash. Visit ChevyCybercash.com today.
In therapy, there is promise. Each step forward is an achievement and a gift of hope. And at each hurdle, an encouraging hand. Joya, every child is limitless.
Hey, Dad. Miss us? Reflect on the past, celebrate the future. This season with Audi.
Monday on Good Morning Northwest, student loan forgiveness. Now that the president's plan has been blocked in the courts, there's been a lot of confusion. We'll explain where things stand now and how borrowers can prepare for whatever's next. That's Monday on Good Morning Northwest.
We are just hours away now from the Apple Cup between Washington State and Washington. The Cougars are looking to win a second straight Apple Cup for the first time since 2007 and 2008. The game could be riding on the shoulders of two Washington State players. And for that, we bring in Sports Director Julian Minensone. He's live in studio with me. The latest on this special bond, Julian.
Yeah, Kirsten, we all have that friend that would drop everything for us in a time of need. That's Washington State's Armani Marsh and Sam Lockett. They have been friends since they first put on football cleats. Best friends who are always one call or play away.
We've known each other since way back.
Interests outside of sports?
Honestly, play the video game a little bit, yeah.
What's his favorite video game?
Madden.
Who beats who? Who smokes who on that?
He beats me. He's the Madden guy. I'm more of a Call of Duty guy.
Armani Marsh and Sam Lockett have always been attached at the hip.
Probably 13 years old, I'd say 12 years old.
Playing however many games.
6, 7.
6, 7.
A whole lot.
Back-to-back games.
From state champions at Gonzaga Prep.
We both played cornerback. He was on one side, I was on the other side, and you know, the best cornerback duo in the state.
And now at Washington State.
It's something that, you know, we've dreamed about as kids, and so just getting the opportunity to, you know, live out our dream and being able to play with each other not only in high school, but at the college level.
Sam wasn't always on Washington State's radar. After high school, Sam bounced around at a few smaller colleges.
That was Sam Lockett on the coverage.
For Armani, it just didn't feel right without his friend on the field.
Told the coaches, hey, this guy can play, like, just check out their film.
Best friends somehow always seem to find their way back to each other.
Off to the races.
He was the main man. He drove me here for sure.
Sam Lockett.
At the end of the day, Sammy's the one that, you know, has been putting in the work, you know, for years, and he really earned his spot and earned this opportunity.
For two kids from Spokane, playing in the Apple Cup together is a dream come true.
Way back then, I don't think we could have guessed something like this would be happening.
What is that bond like after here?
Football brought us together, but it's way past football at this point. We've built a connection through just life, and, you know, blood couldn't make us any closer.
Armani and Sam combined for 3 interceptions in Washington State's win over Arizona last week. They will be key in the matchup against Washington on Saturday. Kickoff is set for 7:30 p.m. from Martin Stadium in Pullman. Now over to men's hoops. Washington State basketball taking on Detroit Mercy at home. And Washington State went absolutely bonkers from 3. Jay Mullins 6 for 8 from downtown for the Cougars. Clock winding down now at the end of the first half. Washington State gets their own miss. Jacob Powell scores at the buzzer. Wazoo led by 23 at halftime. Second half, more Washington State from 3. TJ Bamba steps in from the land of plenty, knocks it down. The Cougars win big. 96-54 is the final. Washington State gets a program record 19 three-pointers in the victory. Now Gonzaga taking on Purdue tonight. 6'10 Drew Timme meets 7'4 Zach Edey. And check that out. Edey gets blocked by Timme at the rim. One of the few times Timme has to actually jump for a block because Edey's a tall dude. Now still in the first half, Timme, he's not blocking that one right there. Edey with a dunk. Bulldogs trail by 5 at halftime. Gonzaga trying to get something going here out of the break, though. Timme, beautiful touch pass to Malachi Smith, who knocks down the 3. But this game belonged to the Boilermakers, and Edey was absolutely unstoppable. Check this out. The turn, the bucket, and the foul. Bulldogs fall 84-66. The Zags fall to 4-2 on the season. Bulldogs will play Xavier at 4:30 on Sunday in the third-place game of the Phil Knight Legacy Tournament. And that will wrap us up for sports.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.